It's week 1 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bills and the Steelers on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
It's over, let's dominate.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On first down, Pickett eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his target, Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, 42 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here now the Bills offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round. Standing 6'5", it's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. But there aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
No!
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Pickett escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let him know. Let him know.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. This is Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Allen. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first down. Pickett flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Allen. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's got it. Touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. So that one will be accepted.
Come on, fellas.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Diggs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it's the visiting Washington football team who have the lead in that one. A touchdown run there for Antonio Gibson. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Let's make these babies crawl, boy, man.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills cut into that lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
56.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bills get a bit closer. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pickett escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. Harris, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To throw on 3rd down, Pickett. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Allen now on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Singletary loses it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Pickett steps away to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
On 1st down, Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A give to Harris. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Pickett flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there.
None of that.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way the season has started out.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Allen. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Pittsburgh, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.